Today, we're taking a journey down one of the most important routes in your entire body. It's kind of like a secret superhighway, one that connects your brain to, well, almost everything else. And it has a massive say in how you feel, how you think, and even how you heal.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever had a gut feeling, that deep, almost primal sense that something is absolutely right or maybe very, very wrong? You feel it right there in your stomach. It's something we all experience, but here's the thing. It's not magic. It's pure biology.
And the source of that feeling, it all comes down to this incredible biological wire, a single nerve that literally wanders through your body, acting as the main communication line between your gut and your brain.
So let's meet our main character, the vagus nerve. Its name actually comes from the Latin word vagus, which means wanderer. And honestly, that is the perfect description. This thing is the longest nerve in your autonomic nervous system. It starts way up in your brainstem and then just meanders down, connecting to your heart, your lungs, your entire digestive system. It's a true traveler.
Okay, so where does this wanderer fit into the big picture? Well, your autonomic nervous system, that's the part of you that runs on autopilot. It has two main modes. You've got the sympathetic system, which is your classic fight or flight response. It gets you all revved up for action. And then you have the parasympathetic system, your rest and digest mode, which, well, it calms you down. And guess who the undisputed star player is for that rest and digest team? You got it, the vagus nerve. Now, here's the part that might just blow your mind. You'd think this superhighway is a two-way street, with information flowing pretty evenly up and down, right? Wrong. A staggering 80% of the nerve fibers are sending information from your body up to your brain. Only 20% of the signals are traveling down from the brain. Just think about what that means. Most of the time, it's your body telling your brain what's going on, not the other way around. And the scope of its control is, well, it's huge. We're talking about the absolute fundamentals of being alive. Your heart rate, your breathing, your digestion. It even helps you sweat, swallow, and speak. Oh, and it also happens to be a key commander of your entire immune response. No big deal, right? But, like any major highway, this one can get totally jammed up. And what's the number one cause of the traffic jam in our world today? The main antagonist in this story: modern chronic stress. Stress is the great enemy of a healthy, functioning vagus nerve. And look, this isn't just some vague idea. The research is crystal clear on this. Stress directly messes with the signals sent along this nerve. And when that communication line starts to break down, one of the very first things to go wrong is often our gut. So, how can we tell how healthy this nerve is? Well, the key metric here is something called vagal tone. You can kind of think of it like muscle tone, but for your nervous system. It's a measure of the nerve's activity and efficiency. A high vagal tone is a very, very good thing. It means your body is resilient and can bounce back from stress really quickly, shifting you back into that calm, relaxed state. On the flip side, when your vagal tone is low, your body really struggles. And because the nerve controls so much, the symptoms can be all over the place. We're talking about changes in your voice, trouble swallowing, a weird heart rate, and of course, those classic gut issues like bloating, pain, and just super slow digestion. One of its most amazing jobs, though, is acting as the body's chief firefighter. It controls this thing called the inflammatory reflex. So first, the nerve senses inflammatory stuff floating around. Then it zips a signal up to the brain saying, hey, we've got a problem here. The brain then uses that same exact nerve to send a message back down to the spleen, basically telling it to chill out and produce fewer inflammatory cells. It's this brilliant, built-in anti-inflammatory system. Okay, so you've got the basics down. You ready to go a little deeper? Because this is where things get really, really fascinating. We're going to talk about a framework for understanding all this called the polyvagal theory. So this theory suggests we don't just have two settings, but three, and they're stacked on top of each other based on evolution. The oldest, most primitive response is the freeze state. This is what happens in the face of extreme danger. The whole system just shuts down. Next to evolved was our familiar fight or flight system, getting us ready to move. And the newest, most sophisticated system? That's our social engagement system. This is the state that allows us to feel safe, calm, and connected to other people. So how does your body decide which button to press? Freeze, fight, or friend? It happens through a process called neuroception. This is your nervous system's subconscious radar. It is constantly scanning everything, your environment, other people, your own body, for cues of safety or danger. And it's happening at lightning speed, way below your conscious awareness, making the call on which of those three systems needs to take over. And right there, that's the big reveal. We have come full circle. That gut feeling we talked about at the very beginning, that is neuroception. That's the raw data from your body traveling up that 80% superhighway, telling your brain whether the world feels safe or dangerous right now. It is literally the foundation of your entire emotional reality. Now, this might all sound like we're just helpless passengers and our nervous system is calling all the shots, but that is absolutely not the case. Here's the really good news. You are not powerless. You can actively work to improve your vagal tone. You can literally tune up this critical nerve. One way is from the bottom up, using physical things that directly signal safety to the nerve. Deep, slow belly breathing is probably the most powerful tool you have, but also things that vibrate your vocal cords, like singing in the car, humming to yourself, even gargling. I know it sounds silly, but it works because the vagus nerve passes right by there. And believe it or not, even a quick 30-second blast of cold water in the shower can act like a hard reset. We can also work from the top down, using our thoughts and our connections. Things like meditation or just taking a moment to think about what you're grateful for can really shift your state. And this is so important. Genuine laughter and spending time with people who make you feel truly safe are incredibly powerful ways to turn on that social engagement system and tell your body it's okay to relax. And the payoff for all this tuning up? It is massive. Improving your vagal tone isn't just about feeling a little less stressed out. The benefits ripple through your entire body. We are talking about significantly reduced inflammation, a more stable and positive mood, and even a sharper memory. So if there is one thing I want you to take away from all of this, it's a message of empowerment. Yes, your nervous system has its automatic settings, but you absolutely have the ability to grab the manual controls. You can learn its language, and you can use these simple, powerful tools to guide yourself back to a place of health, safety, and real connection. Every single gut feeling, every flutter in your chest, every time you catch your breath, that is your body communicating with you right through this incredible superhighway. So the only question left is, are you ready to start listening?